Girl. Let me adjust the boobs. Bitch, I'm bored. Like, bitch, I'm bored. So, I've gotten to the point in my healing journey where I want to say that I have figured all the shit out and like I'm done, you know, with my ex, with this, with that, blah, 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 blah. But it's never really finished until I looked that motherfucker in the face and basically say, bitch, you dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? Not even just bitch, you dropped the ball, but like, you know, you really made me question myself. You feel what I'm saying? Just basically telling him the truth. Because that shit really had me fucked up. It really had me fucked up. Because now, or like as of recently, I've been like operating out of a state of desperation. Like, I just have been like desperate to have somebody there, to have some type of energy, you know what I'm saying, going on around me, some type of like love, right? And whole time, none of these motherfuckers is really loving me for who I am. They love me for what I bring. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think a lot of men talk about, well, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? Because men love to eat. They'll eat right up off your plate. They sure will. They sure will. Men love to fucking eat. They'll eat right up off your plate. And that's why I made it a point to be like, look, this is my plate. That is your plate. I made sure that it's an opportunity for me to succeed in whatever it is that I want to do, so that I don't have to depend on nobody. And that's not me wanting to be hyper independent. That's me just wanting to be smart financially, spiritually, emotionally, all these things, because I shouldn't need to depend on my partner, right? I don't need to depend on you, but I can lean on you. I can, you know what I'm saying, ask for your support. I can get support from you. I can get this from you. I can get that from you, but I shouldn't have to depend on you. Like, my whole life depends on you, and whether or not you know what I'm saying, do something, or you are here, or you are there, or you, whatever the fuck the case may be. So now that I realized that, like, honestly, out of, like, even in my relationship with my ex, I was literally operating out of a state of desperation. Like, I was literally fucking desperate. I just needed somebody to be there. I just needed somebody and something, you know? And I had to, like, come to my senses and be like, baby, like, look at the shit that's going on in this relationship, right? Just stop and turn around for a second. Just look around. Look what's going on in this fuck ass relationship, and tell me you really deserve to be here. And I had to tell myself, like, bruh, I do not fucking deserve to be here. I didn't even have to tell myself. Once God asked me that question, I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to keep pouring into somebody and getting nothing in fucking return. Like, I just always feel empty every time. I never felt satisfied with anything that he did, whether it was Valentine's Day, my birthday, Christmas, none of that shit. I never felt fucking satisfied. I never felt satisfied in our relationship. And I just kept overlooking my needs of, like, genuine fucking care for the fact that, okay, if I need somebody to text, he can text me back. If I need somebody to call, he'll call. If I need somebody to talk to, I can talk to him. Fuck that nigga and fuck that shit. I should have been talking to myself. I should have been talking to God. You know what I'm saying? If it was really that deep, I just really needed somebody to talk to, I should have been talking to God and not to these niggas. Because fuck y'all, honestly. When you're operating out of a state of desperation, you get desperate fucking results, right? You get desperate results. You are what you attract. And what I was desperate, and what I attracted was desperation. It was just like, oh my God, like, please get the fuck away from me. Like, oh my gosh, please, my God, my God, my God, my God, okay, please go away. And I really had to forgive myself for the fact that, like, I loved him, and I really did, like, put love and trust and emotion and feeling into him. And it made me want to stop doing that shit, because fucking God, if another fly hops on me, I swear to goodness gracious, it made me realize that, like, here is what I expect from people. And sometimes people be telling you, like, oh, your expectations are too big. No, the fuck they're not. It's just because you gonna have to wait for that shit. You're literally gonna have to wait. You're literally gonna have to wait for you to get what it is that you want, because that's what you deserve. You did the work for it. You're gonna have to do some work for it, okay? You're gonna have to do some soul searching, okay? You're gonna have to do some evolution, okay? You're gonna have to do a lot of shit. So in order for you to get to that thing that you're expecting, of course, it's gonna be a wild journey. It's gonna be a journey. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take time. But I just think that, excuse me. I just think that, in all honesty, I had to make this video to really like forgive myself for a second and allow myself to free the shit, the gunk that's been in the back of my mind. Like, just thinking about him and all the shit that came with it. Like, oh my gosh, just like all of the red flags that I passed over and really wasn't paying attention. Because honestly, if we're really being honest, that was like my first real relationship. Like, where it was like, oh yeah, this is my boyfriend, like blah blah blah. Even though we weren't posted up on socials and none of that shit like that, I felt like that was my real boyfriend. And honestly, that was a big red flag too. Why we ain't taking no pictures? Why we ain't never taking no pictures? Why we ain't never doing any of the shit that you keep swearing that we're gonna do? You keep swearing up and down, oh, we're gonna do this and that and the third, and I'm gonna do this for you, and da 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 da. And the nigga never does it. What the fuck? That just goes to show. And I really had that I had that pivotal moment and was like, yo, you are just talking out your ass, and this is all this fucking relationship is an illusion. Just some shit to keep me going. You feel what I'm saying? Just some shit to keep me here. And I'm good. Like, I don't want that for myself. I'm fucking straight. You feel what I'm saying? I'm straight. And I just had to really like come to my senses and realize, like, yo, A, I'm being used. B, I'm being fucking misused and abused. You feel what I'm saying? C, I don't deserve this shit. D, this nigga don't deserve me. What the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? There's so much shit that's just not adding up. And I really had to like tell myself straight up, like, Jemiah, look at you and look at him. Like, no shade. Look at you, look at him. Look at how you maneuver, how you act. Look at your mentality. Look at your life. Look at all these things that you have going on. And look at him. Look at you and your pockets, your mentality, yet again, all it is, your relationship with God, this, that, and the third. Like, I can keep going. And look at him. Like, just look at him and really tell yourself, like, and ask yourself, is this what I deserve? Is this what I want? Is this really what I want? Fuck no. The nigga wanted me to get his name tatted on me. I'm like, baby, you crazy as fuck. If you get my name tatted first, maybe. And I'm like, shit, we'll see. We'll fucking see. We will fucking see. He was gonna get that name, he was gonna get my name tatted, and then I was just gonna be like, oops. Gonna have to erase that motherfucker. Good luck. Cause hell no, I'm not getting no damn, what the fuck? I should have known right then and there, like, you just want me for this, you know, that is all you want from me. You don't want genuine love. You don't, like, you didn't even really accept the love that I was given in my love language. Even in yours, like me giving you quality time, us hanging out, all of this shit, you never reciprocated no energy. It was never none of that. It really was never no love, just in general. It was never no love. And I really was upset at myself for the fact that I went along with that shit for so long, like almost a year. You know what I'm saying? And I really let him guide me into a fucked up relationship. And I was just like, there, enjoying the fucking ride. And just to realize, like, bitch, what are you even for real doing? Absolutely not shit. Not shit at all. Like, we never really, it was just a lot. It just always seemed like it was something shady. It just always seemed like it was something shady. And I just always was like, go over the red flags, over the red flags. And then I came to a point, I remember one day, it was like, he had called me to his job. Y'all, this shit is so embarrassing. And I have to let it out because it's fucking embarrassing. He called me to his job. And girl, I drove up there Hot as fuck, girl. Don't got no AC. This nigga ain't give me no gas. It's the middle of the fucking summer. This nigga ain't give me no gas money. I done drove up there. I'm looking cute as fuck. He ain't said shit about how I look. He like, oh, we gotta slide out. And he like dipped his motherfucking chair back. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you sitting like that? You feel what I'm saying? Why do you have your seat cocked all the way back? You feel what I'm saying? Low riding and shit. What are you doing? He like, oh, I just don't want none of my coworkers to see me, blah, 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 blah. I'm not supposed to leave sight. Mind you, we ain't had no issue with that shit before. So we go to our little spot, right? And this Negro whips his little thing out. And it's like, can you give me some head, baby? When I tell you, this nigga did not compliment how the fuck I looked. He did not tell me I looked beautiful. He did not give a fuck about the fact that I just drove all the way the fuck up here. He ain't offered to give me no gas. He ain't offered to give me no food. He ain't offered nothing, right? And you're expecting me to come all the way up here and suck your dick and give you a nut, and then I have to go home? And then what? You feel what I'm saying? Girl, at that moment, I was like, nah, I don't even think we should do this no more. I don't think we should do this. I don't think we should do this. And I didn't know what the fuck was coming out of my stomach, right? I didn't know the feeling that was coming out of my stomach, out of my gut. I'm like, it just felt like something. I just knew something was wrong. Like, I just knew something was fucking wrong. And I'm like, I just don't even think we should do this no more. Like, I really don't. I don't think that we should do this no more. And it was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm like, something just feel off. Something feel wrong. I just don't think that we should do this no more. He like, what you mean? What part? Like this or that? Like, and I'm like, I'm thinking us. I'm like, us. I don't even think we should be together no more. I was on the verge of tears and all that shit. And this nigga's like, and I'm like, so now that we not together, tell me the truth. Are you fucking with somebody else? Like, what is the tea? I should have known when that feeling was hitting my fucking stomach that was God literally telling me, like, bitch, it is probably another bitch in the parking lot waiting on his ass right now. Go home. You feel what I'm saying? Go home. And I'm so glad that that God exposed that shit to me, because baby, I wouldn't have figured that out. And after that feeling, I stopped talking to him for like, I want to say maybe upwards to a week at the most. And then I started talking to him again. I'm like, I don't even know what the feeling was. I think we was just gonna get caught, blah, 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 whatever. That was not the feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I was just psyching myself and going over and overthinking. You know what I'm saying? And psyching myself into having a reason as to why that feeling of he cheating on me, he ain't shit, I need to go the fuck home was wrong. Like, I had to come up with some type of reason as to why that shit was wrong, you know? And why I should still be with him, because I was fucking operating in desperation, right? So I'm just like, you know, I think that it was just this and blah, 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 whatever. And we get back to talking. And he's like, yeah, love bombing the shit out of me, right? Yeah, so let's go do this, let's go do that, let's go da 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 da, blah blah blah. Didn't do this, didn't do that, and blah 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 blah. Never fucking happened, right? Love bombing. And then he's like, oh yeah, let's go to the movies. So we go to the movies. I'm like, okay, we going to the movies and getting dinner? We going to the movies and getting dinner. This nigga pulls us up to Cookout. What the fuck is that? I'm vegan, my nigga. At this point in life, I was fucking vegan. So that's like, you can't even be cognizant of the fact that I don't even want to eat. First of all, Jossie and DJ. Get y'all asses up there, because y'all see here throwing shit at people's cars. You think you slick? Stop playing. Stop playing. I seen both of y'all hands. I swear to God. Damn, and fuck me up. Ooh. But I'm like, you can't even be cognizant of the fact that I'm fucking a vegan. You can't even cater to my needs, my fucking nutritional needs, my nigga. Like, I asked this nigga for a pizza. He never gave me the money. He always just, oh yeah, I'm gonna take care of you, da 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 da, and never fucking did it. And I always sat there and was okay with that shit. Like, it was no questions asked. I didn't ask no questions. I didn't do too much, because at that point in my life, I was not healed. I really was not healed. I was just figuring out what healing really was. Like, I was not fucking healed, and I was just figuring out so many things, like, especially about myself and just everything. Like, so I really cannot blame myself for succumbing to that shit, because I was operating out of desperation, and I was continuing and repeating a cycle that I've seen play out so many different times. You know what I'm saying? And once I realized my part that I played in that shit, like, Jemiah, if you weren't out here being desperate as fuck, you wouldn't have reaped the benefits of desperation. You know what I'm saying? If you weren't out here not loving yourself, you wouldn't have to worry about somebody not loving you for who you are. If you weren't out here being ashamed of yourself, embarrassed, and all these other things, you wouldn't have to worry about that shit with your partner, right? So once I realized that shit, I kind of took the blame out of my hands, and I started really blaming him. And then it started becoming even more of a toxic thing within myself, because it was like, okay, now I've took the blame off of myself. I've forgiven myself, right? But how the fuck do I forgive him? How the fuck do I forgive him for treating me like shit? How do I forgive him for, like, making me feel unworthy of love, period? Like, after me and him had been together, I was just like, man, I don't even know if I want to fuck with nobody else, like, period, like, at all. Not as in I only want to fuck with him, only as in, like, man, I don't even think I want to get and delve deep into a relationship with nobody, when in reality we did not go anywhere past the surface. We really didn't. We never talked about anything. Literally, I literally can't even tell y'all how many dates we went on. Probably like 3 in the span of a year. We probably had seen each other like a month's worth of time. Like, that was pretty much it, period. He was always at work, always working overtime, always all this bullshit, and the nigga never gave no money. It was no money. You know what I'm saying? It was no money given. Valentine's Day, this nigga gave me a bitch ass Walmart, you feel what I'm saying, teddy bear. And I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like, my gift was intentional. My gift was thoughtful. And then, not to mention, this nigga said that his love language was gifts. So it's like, bitch, if your love language is gifts, why are you not giving your love language? Where the fuck is the good gift? You feel what I'm saying? Where is it? What the fuck? What's the tea? And I really think that the nigga thought that he was gonna be able to, like, finesse or finagle some type of way, because whenever we had first started dating or whatever, we went we went to a concert. We went to go see Lil Baby and Gunna and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Get money, you feel what I'm saying? We went to go see Gunna and them, and he went with me. I had already bought my tickets, and I had bought floor tickets, because, baby, I had that refund check money, and I was like, I was balling, bitch, and I was fucking dumb every step of the way. Maybe not, because if I had that money right now, I probably still would do the same bullshit. Yep. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I let a lot of money, like, go through my hands without really, like, paying attention to what the fuck I was doing. But that's because I was operating, yet again, out of my lower chakras. I did not understand what it meant to take care of yourself. I did not understand what it meant to take care of a house. I didn't understand what it meant to pay bills for real. I didn't understand none of that shit. And I really thank God for the opportunity, because I learned a lot of shit. I've learned a lot within, like, the last 4 or 5 years alone. I've learned a lot of shit. And honestly, I feel like I got to a point where I got shell shocked. It was just like, you know what? Fuck the world. I'm just gonna stay in my bubble and, like, not experience none of this shit. But it's like, how are you gonna get the beautiful things that you want out of life if you stay inside your bubble of protection? Not to say, you know what I'm saying, don't protect yourself, but, like, how are you going to be able to allow yourself to love if you don't open your heart up to love, right? If you keep your heart closed because you're afraid that somebody's going to hurt you, how the fuck are you going to experience that reciprocal love if your heart not open to receiving it, right? I had to realize that. How the fuck am I going to tell somebody my needs in my entire body if I don't know what I like, if I don't know what I want, if I don't know, you know what I'm saying, all of these things about myself? So I had to really realize that shit, that like I had more work to do with me than I had to do in that relationship. If I would have sat there and tried to heal that relationship and work through it and work on it, let's work on it, let's be friends, and I was not going to get no fucking where, because he was always going to treat me like that person, and I was always going to end up becoming and being that person because I didn't know how to grow the fuck up. I didn't know how to see who I was. And yet again, I'm thankful to God because I had the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, really remove those shackles off my fucking feet. Because baby, if I continue to like remind myself of the shit that I've been through in my relationship with my ex, I would not get nowhere. It's not healing me. It's literally just traumatizing me even more, because I keep like inflicting this pain on myself about something that already happened and that's not happening anymore, right? I'm not in the fucking relationship with him. I haven't been in a relationship with him for like a year. So why am I still ooh, excuse me, thank you, Jesus. Ooh, thank you. So why am I still upset with him, upset with myself, and upset about the whole situation when the shit already happened? It's nothing that I can do about it. It's literally nothing that I can do about it besides be better. I'm gonna take it into account and realize, look, this is the reason why, and all of those things have changed. I love myself now, inside and the fuck out, for who exactly I am, every state of me. Whether my hair look like this or my hair look like my little afro, whether that shit drawled up on my motherfucking head and I got the naps and baps, or whether my hair is straightened and you feel what I'm saying, I got a bust down. Either way, I love myself, period. And then not only just that, I trust myself with everything that I do. I didn't trust myself at that point in time because I didn't know who I was. It's like trusting somebody that you don't know with a key to your whole fucking life. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't trust myself because it was like, bitch, bleh, you know what I mean? And what's the other thing? I'm not operating out of desperation. I know what the fuck I deserve. I know the price. I know the worth. I know the worth. I know that the price is up. Not even just the price being up, but it was up before. But it's up even higher fucking now. But I know that I deserve so much better than what the fuck I have received within the last couple of years. And I'm just going to keep my eyes on that versus being like, oh, they ain't shit for, I don't care. Okay, we don't care no more. We don't care. Men don't care. Men don't care. We don't have to keep reminding ourselves of the shit that people have done to us in order for us to heal that shit, or in order for us to, you know what I'm saying, become a better person or be better. We don't have to keep inflicting those wounds on ourselves, or, you know what I'm saying, reminding ourselves of people and just being like, yo, just the way that you act remind me of my ex. Fuck that nigga. I don't even have him in my mind no more. You feel what I'm saying? You shouldn't be having these people back in your thoughts, because why? You keep allowing them access to your energy, and they'll wonder why your energy is drained, wonder why you're depleted, wonder why you are triggered, you feel what I'm saying, by shit that people are doing when you're literally allowing these people back in your energy. So I had to really just let it go. And I'm still in the process of letting that shit go, because if we're going to be honest, it's a process. And sometimes there's like little pieces of the puzzle that you haven't even realized were missing until you get through about the whole puzzle, and it's like, hold on, bitch, it's a big ass piece right here missing. It's two big ass pieces missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? We need to figure out where those pieces went. So it's time to search around and look for them and, you know, find them. And that's pretty much what I've been doing as of lately, is just really like finding those missing pieces and allowing myself the opportunity to be like, look, what happened in the past is the past. It's a brand new day, and you don't have to keep reminding yourself of what happened in the past, because you know what the fuck happened, right? We know, we've been there, we done that. But the future is so much brighter because you're brighter than you were before. Your light was a little bit dim then, but now you're brighter, and you're you know what I'm saying, elevating yourself. So don't focus on the darkness. So yeah, I hope that this message really helps somebody to heal whatever, you know what I'm saying, trauma, triggers, whatever it is that you got going on, because baby, it's a process, and it's really important for us as people to like do the work so that we get what it is that we keep asking for. We keep crying to God, Lord, please give me this. Lord, please give me that. Lord, please, please, please. But we don't do the fucking work that's necessary for it to be done. Sometimes the work ain't even physical. I have to keep reminding people of that. Sometimes the work is not physical. Sometimes it's not about writing the shit down. Sometimes it's about saying it. Sometimes it's about thinking it. Sometimes it's about allowing your mind to be free enough for you to just be, right? Sometimes it's about that. Sometimes it's about just being your fucking self, the greatest version of you. And yeah, in order for you to receive the blessings in which that you're looking for, you have to do some work, whether that's mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, whatever the case may be. You have to do a little bit of something, okay? And just know that a majority of the things that you went through that may have even made you more angry, may have made you more sad, may have made you more anxious, may have made you more mad, all of those things happen to you for a reason. They happen to you because you needed to be able to understand your emotions. You needed to be able to see when you needed to be able to basically evaluate yourself and know that, hey, this is how I feel whenever I'm drained. This is how I feel whenever I'm in a bad relationship and it's depleting me. This is how it looks whenever I'm da-da-da-da-da. So you realize the pattern. It's not about keeping and harvesting that energy. It's about patterns and recognizing the patterns so that you don't repeat it, because we are all a part of a cycle, right? We're all going into a cycle, and it's so hard for somebody to, you know what I'm saying, reverse that shit or even break it and just go however they want to go. It's kind of hard to do that shit, especially when you've been institutionalized and been forced to like repeat cycles based on DNA, based on fucking everything, you know what I'm saying, based on epigenetics, based on the shit that's going on around you. My fucking neighbor all the way down could be a weed smoker. Just because they're a weed smoker and neighbor that way is a weed smoker, and that way and that way and that way, I'm more likely to smoke weed because it's in my neighborhood. It's going on around me. The shit, I see it. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced it. You know what I'm saying? I really hope y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. I know you are. But I wish you all the best of luck on your healing journal. I said healing journal. On your healing journey. 365 Divine is about to be coming out soon, which is also going to be a healing journal about just like cleansing and unblocking all of the chakras that we have, and just knowing that our energy sources are very, very important and that we have to keep them clean. We have to clean house. And also don't just do it, put your mind to it. It's coming out, and seeds will probably more than likely be coming out first because it's a little bit shorter. It's more like a pamphlet, kind of like small type thing. So yeah, you guys, please pay attention to the things that's going on around you inside your lives. Please pay attention to the messages that God is sending you, whether that's consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously, or whatever, whether you're in a dream state, whether you're awake and alive, whether it's people talking to you up and down the street, especially strangers. Only, I'm gonna be so fucking honest, so candid right now. Only listen to strangers. Do not listen to nobody who knows you, because they're only speaking out of the things that they know, right? And the things that they know about you. Don't listen to people who know you. Listen to strangers, okay? If a stranger or somebody who you don't know very, 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 very well tells you like, look, bruh, stop the bullshit, do this, then you probably should do that. Now, if somebody who know you say, that shit sound cool to me, keep going, you might want to stop. You know what I'm saying? You might want to ask another opinion, because yeah, that's why therapy is so important. And I remember I had one comment on one of the YouTube shorts that I had that was telling me like, go get therapy, don't cry on YouTube. And at first I was like a little offended, because it was like, excuse me. But then it was like, Jemiah, you kind of do need therapy. Like, bitch, you kind of need therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody needs a little somebody to talk to that does not know them, that they can just like let it all out instead of keep holding it in. Because even when we go to people that we know, we don't really like release it. So most of the time we tell it to them and they give us their opinion and they give us their whatever, and then it makes it worse, because it's like, okay, well, this person, they know me, they're probably gonna see me if I keep doing these things and that thing and da. Fuck that shit, man. Go to somebody that you don't know. Go to a therapist and talk to them, and stop telling people your problems, because a lot of people don't care it's not even just that they don't care. They use that shit against you as well. So stop telling people your problems. Go to somebody fucking random that does not know you, because these people that know you, they don't care, and they be talking shit about you behind your back. I'm not gonna lie to you, very much so given that. So stop telling people your problems. Just pretend like everything is good and fine and dandy until it becomes fine and dandy, and then tell everybody that it's great. You know what I'm saying? After that. But yeah, I hope this helps you guys on your healing journey. I pray that we all are able to do what it is that we were born to do, and that we continue to be intentional and cognizant of what it is that we're doing out here on this earth. Because baby, it can go left so quick. You know what I'm saying? You can be so right and then take one left turn and it's just over. So I pray for greatness for all of us. And stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I love you, heavenly whores. Bye.